Hi, my name is Judithiana Namazzi, a Ugandan media personality, professional makeup artist, beauty educator, philanthropist, take that with a grain of rice, and I love God. As in Tanzania, working there, this girl Tandy, my friend, used to do a wing liner that was absolutely amazing. So I'm like, Tandy, can you just show me how to do the wing liner? So then she shows me and I learn. She tells me, do tiny little brush strokes. I finally get it. And then sometime around there, I come back to Uganda, realize people like at Tafo, I'm making so much money. So much love for you, Medi, by the way. Making so much money. I'm like, what? And at that time, I was only on radio. I was on 97 FM Radio City. I'm like, I need to make extra money. So then I start doing it professionally. So I start working on Friends. I'd always try on myself. I was always the guinea pig. So then I try. It's always been like a side dish. I say it's always been because now we've formalized it. But it's always been like a side dish. I actually thought I'd get bored and leave it. But luckily, I continued to get more clients. I went through a hiatus. I got an accident. I couldn't work. I went through a mini depression. So then I stopped working for a minute. It was hard because I'm right-handed. I had to use my hand. Clients moved on because your hand can't work. So then what are we supposed to do? But I continued. And 2016, I picked myself up. I went back there, started working. And then 2017, I'm doing absolutely well. Every weekend I have a bride, I have a client, have a bride, have a client. Sometimes I'll be like, no, I'm not available. I'm not able to do it. And I was like, okay. But later on, 2018, I bump into Judy, my cousin. She tells me she does hair. She shows me her work and I'm like, oh my God. February 2019, Judy's like, you know what, Judy? We need to get a place for ourselves. You can do makeup, I do hair. But I was like, no, Judy, I'm not ready because my dream studio costs about 100 million shillings. I'd never spoke to a specialist. That was my number in my head. So she's like, no, but we'll need like 10, 20 million. I'm like, 10, 20? I had some sense. I'm like, I can do that. Let's do it. We find an interior designer. I get Rodangonzi. Roda's like, what do you need? So I'm like, I want something industrial. I traveled to Europe around that time and I'd gone to some spaces that had metal and natural wood. And I was like, can we make that work? She's like, industrial for a bridal studio? I'm like, yeah. She's like, okay, let's do it. So then we do it. I formalize the business and Beauty by Judy Limited is born, and also Judy is doing her thing. Balancing starts with love. You have to love the things that you do for you to find a balance. I love radio, I love TV, I love makeup. I didn't even know I'd ever be a makeup artist, but you know, when you start doing something and it excites you, you finish working on a client and she's so happy and you're so proud and you're like, oh my God, I beat her face. I slapped her face beyond recognition. They say that God gives perfect peace that transcends all human understanding. And I experienced that as soon as I launched my business. I noticed that even if things were slow, I was not anxious, I was not angry. I'd walk into this place and I'd dance with Judy and I'm like, Judy, we did it! And then we'd feed on whatever we could afford at that particular moment. But we're just grateful, we're just happy, and I think that's what moves you on. Because the thing is, whenever you find an obstacle and it hits you and you can't move past it, that's the one that hits you. Either puts you down or you continue, or you stand up straight and continue. So being a God-fearing woman and walking with God is one thing that I attribute to my success. One other thing, the way my mama raised me. My mom said this, and I'll say this in Uganda. Tewali agena kwagalanga tolina choli, nanga tolina choli. If you have nothing, you're nothing. You can't sit down and wait for things to be brought to you. You want a good life, you want a nice car, get your butt up and work. At the beginning of my career, I was confused. I was going with the wind. Oh, Judithiana is working, let's go. Beauty by Judy is working, let's go. Like, I was going with the wind. But as I continued to grow and want more for my brands, I realized there are only two brands I'm working with. Beauty by Judy Makeup and Judithiana, which is now Judithiana Namazzi. To be honest, it's hard to balance. I'll be honest, it's hard to balance. I'd either focus more on Judithiana, and the reason why I think at the time I used to focus more on Judithiana, because Judithiana financed Beauty by Judy. The one thing that encouraged me the most is when I formalized the business. You know why that does? Because now you have rent, you have employees. Because those days you'd sit and be like, clients will come. Let's just chill. Now I have to post. Because I know if I don't post, people won't see my work. People won't think I'm busy. Ugandans move with the wave, honey. So you have to move with the times and you have to show them that you're busy. You have to be posting Insta stories and so on and so forth. So basically, the fact that I need the money and I need this business to grow, I'm forced to post on Beauty by Judy more, even though I've still not found the balance that I want. But at the end of the day, I know I have a goal, and the goal is to continue making sure that Beauty by Judy is very prominent. 2020, Beauty by Judy makeup. The plan, to rise up as a beauty educator. I believe I'm so good at teaching. I remember there's a client who came in here and I wasn't available. I had personal stuff to take care of and I couldn't be at the studio. She was like, oh my God, how can you not be here? If you're not here, we're leaving. I didn't want to lose the client. I'd taken my car to the garage and I was thinking of leaving my home and ordering an Uber or getting on a border, which I'm afraid of ever since my accident. And I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? So I'm telling her, please, my girls can do it. They can do it. They can do it. If you're not here, I'm leaving. So later on, she sits down and one of my girls, Bridget, walks on her. And then she loved the makeup. And so then she was like, oh, well, sorry. I'm so sorry, I threw a tantrum. I'm so sorry, I did not be this good. But Bridget has done a tremendous job. So my plan is to create tiny little Bridgets everywhere, at a cost, of course. So teach and skill. However, I also have a charity class. I've wanted to give back to the community and do something. I'm already doing that with Smart Girls Foundation, but I wanted to do this from me. Get girls from the slums who are really passionate about beauty and makeup, bring them into this the finest establishment there is in Uganda, teach them how to do makeup. Perhaps if I can get sponsorship from some companies that can give me free products, give them products to start up with. And I'm planning to do this, say, in October 2020, and just give back to the community. I want someone to be there and say, I actually started because Namazzi decided to teach me. Judithiana decided, let me help someone. Let me give somebody a hand. I want to create like a bridal or a wedding villa. It's like a villa or like a castle. So you have space where they can have like a wedding reception, a space for their nuptials, but then you have like this huge floor that is all about where they do their makeup, they do their beauty stuff, and then they have rooms where they stay. I just wanted to create a place where someone could come and they don't have to leave. I think the most pivotal responsibility is to make sure my employees are happy. Make sure they're happy. I know it's not easy to please a human being, but you do what you can. Because once my employees are happy, more often than not, they will do a great job elsewhere. They'll make sure that my clients are taken care of. They'll make sure, and I mean, if the clients are coming in and they're happy, that means more money for me, meaning Beauty by Judy grows beyond. So on top of them having a salary, there's the bonus of you've worked on so many clients than expected. Then there's also the commission of if you choose to do the out of Kampala gigs as well. So just to encourage them to keep, so when we keep booking, no one is like, but I cannot go to Mbarara, but I cannot go to where the world ends. They'll be willing if there's a commission for it. The most important responsibility at the time when I was a freelancer was to do a great job and evolve. Because man, makeup, Kim K comes up with something today. John Legend's woman will come up with something tomorrow. Like, thing evolves every time, so you have to evolve with it and improve your work and find ways of edifying yourself. So the thing is, we like to put ourselves in a box. And that's why when I started to learn makeup, I didn't learn for only my skin type. I learned for oily skin, for dry skin, for combination skin, skin that has eczema. And so just, I think my sole responsibility at the time was to edify myself. So for people who have multi-passions like I do, first of all, take out the noise, Anange, of you need to marginalize, marginalize where? You can still be great at all those things. I mean, look at me. Judithiana is doing absolutely well. For you who missed it, I was on BBC just the other day, okay? I'm on radio. I'm influencing. I'm doing it all. Find a way of making them meet. For example, I'm a media personality. So what I did is open a YouTube channel, which I should be posting on quite often. I know I don't. but I create content. That's how I link it to my beauty thing. So one way or another. So if you know about Judithiana, you know that she's a makeup artist. If you don't know her as a makeup artist, you know she's a YouTuber and she does beauty related videos. So somehow, somewhere my things are together. So find a balance. Find time for this one, find time for this one, find time for this one. And please, always narrow it down to the things that you love. If you're going to choose to marginalize into 4, that's not even marginalizing. But if you're going to choose 3 things, make sure the things you are passionate about. Nothing beats passion, I'll tell you that for a fact. Believe in your magic. Actually, yes, that's the word. Believe in your magic. If I had more confidence and I was confident, do you know I was afraid to even open up an Instagram account? I was like, hey, let me first keep it here. In my locals, in Facebook, and Facebook, we have everyone. My border guy is on Facebook, everyone is on Facebook. But you see, that's every time I posted and I critiqued my work compared to the people I found in the industry, it's what pushed me to be better. Be bold. Like, sometimes people keep themselves in a box because Katiyesh is new, and then we like to keep ourselves on I'm upcoming. Oh, that's a demon right there. Me, I'm an upcoming makeup artist, I'm an upcoming woodwork guy, I'm an upcoming writer. So, you need to move on from that. We need to come from upcoming to fully fledged. And honey, no one is going to come and tell you you're fully fledged. You need to tell yourself. And once you tell yourself, you'll also compare with the work and you know what, I need to improve here. And then also, one thing I learned from this is that when you find a market that is already there, learn from them. Don't compete with them.